2020. It's been a minute.
Bruh. I think it's been more than a minute.
A lot has changed. We've lost some good ones.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Nipsey.
Rest in peace, Aubrey.
R.I.P. Aubrey. R.I.P. Kobe.
Pop Smoke too.
Smoke. Didn't even get a chance. A lot of people think what he did was dope. He hasn't even started.
Yeah, that's what's crazy.
R.I.P. Cadell. Cadell. Oh my God.
And Cadet too. It's been kind of crazy. It's been kind of crazy.
And right now, within these times, R.I.P. George Floyd. Crazy. 2020.
And Breonna Taylor too.
Sisters, 100%. Yeah, her story's sad, man. Like, they're all sad, but God. 2020, we give thanks for life. Thanks that we're here. Do you know what I mean? I could have easily been another hashtag, another RIP.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, both of us.
But, that melanin. I wasn't having it.
Man.
The Reaper was above my bed. I was in hospital. I was at peace. I was like, alright, cool, let's go.
I'm actually glad you ain't passed, bro. You really could have been.
I was at peace with it. I was like chilling, listening to my music and stuff. Reaper was like, yo, it's nearly time. I was like, word. And then he was like, what? Word? Like, you just gonna come like that? Even the Reaper was surprised. He reminded me of who I was, see? And I wasn't having it. I wasn't having it. Started walking around the room, little by little. Started eating little by little. And now I'm here.
You're here, man. It's a blessing.
We're blessed. We're beasts. We're blessed. Do you know what I mean? 2020. Blessings to all of you guys listening,
yes, sir.
Watching, wherever you are.
We back.
Yeah. As well. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. It's a crazy time. It's like, you can't even be like, oh, this is what is happening. Like, 2020 has brought just all the Mike Tyson jabs, all the leg hooks. You know, every time someone thought they had dodged a Mike Tyson jab.
Right. And then the left, they just hit you again.
Couple more the way. Bare jabs.
Bruh.
It's like 2020 is not letting up.
I really feel like this one's going to be recorded through. It's going to be one of them ones that's going to be in a school curriculum at some point. I feel like our great-grandkids are going to be learning about 2020.
Do you know what? I feel like there's so much like sabotage and espionage going on.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, you remember like with Tuskegee and all that other stuff? So I feel like you were saying, in a couple of years, inquiries are gonna come out.
Yeah.
Like the truth about 2020. Certain things are gonna come out. A lot of things are gonna come out about what was actually happening, who's really behind it. Because a lot of stuff does seem orchestrated. Like there's clearly things.
An agenda.
Yeah. And this is what it would take to achieve that one. And this is the next one, and this is the next. And it's going through, like, you know when you have a checklist of things to do?
Yeah, things
that's how it's going through.
checked off.
It's going
nuts.
It's going through. Like, do you know what I mean?
I mean, bruh, the craziest thing is if we're gonna go start with it, like, Donald Trump was about to be impeached, and then a pandemic stopped him being impeached.
That's
which
crazy,
is
right?
mad when you think
crazy,
about it.
Right?
He was literally he was impeached. They were on their way to carry on the case to actually check his background, his listings, everything, what he's done.
You couldn't touch nobody, which means you can't touch him.
Crazy. Right when, as soon as they was just like, Donald Trump made peach, pandemic.
That's
mad.
Like, we were still waiting for answers from the Kobe crash that I also had to pause. Like, there's so many.
I still don't feel right about that. That still don't feel right. Like, that don't. I
got a text. Like, when it happened, I got a text, and I thought it was like, it's kind of dumb prank.
Yeah, I thought it was a whole. You know,
like, why you texting me? Because it was like
like,
my homie, like,
yeah.
my guy texts me, innit? So I was like, why is he, like, what kind of new sense, like, why are people changing out? Like, what kind of new sense of humor is this? You know
I wish it was a joke, because my bro called me. My bro called me, and he was just like, bro. And when he said, that's a man thing, You know when you just in denial.
Because like Kobe can't die.
He's Batman, bro.
Like, and that way, like millionaires don't die like that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like and it was like, I went on TMZ.
That's the thing. How TMZ? That's another thing that needs to be questioned about. How do TMZ get it before everyone else?
I think what they're doing,
put it out as well before telling the fan.
I think what they're doing is what a lot of sports networks do, where a lot of sports networks own footage, but if you check, they didn't film the footage; they buy it. So I think TMZ is doing what a lot of sports networks do, where they have their highest price. So the minute someone, a journalist or whoever, gets a hold of news or footage of anything, they call up TMZ and negotiate a price. So they can be anywhere, Tokyo or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of sports.
You putting me on. You putting me on right now.
Because you know, it's like there was no way he saw that dunk in Japan. Like, it's on ESPN, but it's like. So I think that's what's happened. I don't think TMZ got journalists like that. They don't leave that room. They just be doing a little chat show or whatever. But yeah, it was like I went on TMZ. So me, you know, just knowing what TMZ is.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, it's on TMZ.
Yeah.
It's not anywhere else.
Official.
It's not anywhere else. It's not CNN.
Up. Right.
And then little by little, there was like more retweets, more celebrities. I was like, they're just celebrities. They retweet anything. Then it was like, ooh, like major networks.
Flashbacks. That's crazy.
Major networks started tweeting and stuff. But what really got me was like, that whole time frame that everything was happening, everything was being found out. It's like we later found out that was like a good day afterwards. Like he'd already been.
He's gone already.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so all the up to the minute information was getting was, but in fairness, it was just so the right sources could verify stuff.
Yeah.
So it was like way after.
And it made it worse when you find out that he passed with his daughter.
Yeah, that was like the next Kobe.
Bro, she was.
That's what I was like.
She was.
Whoa.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
The next Kobe.
That's the thing. Like, she was gonna change the WNBA. She was gonna change basketball. She had a cold fadeaway at 13, which doesn't even make sense. Like,
it's Kobe's daughter.
Left hand, right hand.
Kobe's daughter.
In heels.
You gonna work before you eat dinner,
bro. Like,
that's crazy.
Had all the skills already. Like, was way better than him when he was 13 for sure. Miles ahead. Like, man. And then us trying to get over that, then Pop Smoke goes.
That one was like my boy hit me up on Insta. He was like, boom, boom, boom. Look at this location nonsense.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, people be wilding. Like, people love setting the location. He was like, no, look at, like, he was like, no, look at it. Then so when I looked at it, I was like, it was a beef. So it was like, oh, location plus the death. So I was like, wait, what? And it was like, yeah, people be wilding and this what could happen. So I was like, oh my God.
Somebody took the time to look at the road, the street, the everything, and he just had a house party before he passed. So that was probably the last thing that he did.
That one was like a weird kind of, like, so many questions, like, where's the bodyguards? Where's the entrance?
Yeah.
The location thing, but the real location, like, people could be usually capping. Like, that was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Who was in that room? Who else got hit? Because if you lot didn't get hit, you know what I mean? It's like, but again, it's like, yeah, so many questions.
Very touchy.
Many questions. Because he's an easy target because of the gang life. And he's not famous enough yet, so he's still gonna have a lot of enemies, still gonna have a lot of ties to it.
He was ascending,
yeah. So he's an easy target, but at the same time, he's the cash cow. He's bringing in so much that where's the protection? That's worrying. That's worrying.
On top of that, we ain't really heard nothing from his boys, the people that he took the picture with, the people that own the house.
That's very worrying. That's a cash cow. So those kind of situations make me kind of really confused. Like, where's the? Because people less than him talk way more crazy than him and move way more reckless than him, and they're fully protected.
Yeah.
No, they're fully protected. So why is he not?
Well,
he was. So it makes me look at the circle like, wait, what the hell?
When you think about
look at my 6'9" be talking whatever.
We gonna get to him,
and he's fully insulated. Like
we are gonna get to him. For sure.
He puts himself in positions to get touched, and he's still so protected. So it's like, how's Pop? Because Pop's always rapping woo, gang life, like where's, like I don't know, I need to be filled in. Where's woo? Where's the clapback? Where's whatever?
And
don't misinterpret me. I'm not saying where's woo, where's the clapback, as in I want a clapback.
No.
I'm saying
retaliation, like something. Anything.
I'm saying where's the news on anything?
Yeah.
So if they did clapback, why have I not heard about it? If they haven't, why have I not heard about that?
As far as
like, how did they take it? Like, I'm so confused.
As far as I know, there's a guy called I Smoke Hip Hop who was doing like the reporting on it and stuff like that, and just keeping people up to date. He knows because he's affiliated with the Woos and the Haitians and all of them, and he was saying that they were just not doing nothing about it. They were just using Pop Smoke's name. Oh, we're gonna do a song tribute. We're gonna do this, that, and the third.
I mean, that's fair enough.
You know,
like, people can do what they want. But I'm saying,
I mean,
how have we not even heard about that? How's it you've had to go and search out to find that information?
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
because even if there is a song tribute or whatever, regardless of how I feel about it, I want to hear the song. I want to know about it. What's the promotion of the song?
I'm saying, like, they didn't do anything that you would expect them to do.
Yeah. That's obviously that life.
And on top of that, they're not acting.
But where's the even? But even if they're gonna just do a tribute, I want to hear the song.
It wasn't what a tribute's supposed to be. Like, if you hear what Geechee Gotti did for Nip as a tribute.
Oh, you heard the song?
Yeah.
No, so you heard the Pop Smoke one?
No. No. The Pop Smoke one, I didn't even, when I Smoke broke it down and was like, I've heard it, and it just, there's no mention of I Smoke in that sense. There's no actual big up. There's no verse. There's no nothing. It's literally just him bragging about his watch and his money.
When we finish this, I'm gonna need to go hear that song, because it's as if he was like
clout,
just put under the rug.
Clout,
like,
bro.
Because my thing with him is how you this big, then you die, then it's just like. But he was big, because it's like, when I first started hearing Pop Smoke, it was the drill beats were getting on my nerves, because like I was like, no, this is our thing, we do this. So it was like, it was getting my. So when I first heard him, I wasn't trying to hear that shit. I wasn't trying to hear it. So it wasn't whether I liked it or not. I'd made my mind up. I didn't want to hear it. So American on some drill, I don't want to hear it. Do you know what I mean? In my mind, it's gonna be whatever Drake does on drill beats. Like, do you know what I mean? I didn't want to hear that. So I wasn't trying to give him a chance. I didn't want to.
Why you do that to Drake? Why you do that to Drake, bro?
Do what?
Shout out to Drake, bro. Why you do that?
He's instigating right now. I love Aubrey. Like,
anyway.
I want to be I want to have a plane. I want to be successful like him. You know?
I can't with you, bro. I can't with you.
I'm gonna rap hard on drill beats, but
this is what you see. You doing it again.
But anyway, back to the Pop Smoke thing. So I wasn't even trying to hear it at all.
Yeah.
So this energy is hard to maintain because everywhere I go,
there's something.
They play Pop Smoke. And when you're trying to hear someone, it's everywhere you turn, the radio, the cars, the clubs, the girl, like, it was like, yo, they're really trying to force it. I don't want to hear this guy.
Well, he passed and got bigger. Which is like mad.
When he was popping, so I like to gain knowledge. Part of my entertainment is to like listen to interviews and stuff. I had to gain knowledge. One of my best ways of experience is to learn from someone else's mistakes.
Okay.
So there's been like loads of Pop Smoke interviews because he was popping, innit?
Yeah.
So I ain't trying to watch that shit because I ain't trying to hear it. I ain't trying to hear it. But then all of a sudden there's on my feed. Shout out to YouTube. Once in a while they get the feed right. Remember back in the day when you used to get it right? Now it's just once in a while.
Yeah.
So my feed was an Angie Martinez interview.
Oh.
So I'm like, I'm gonna click that. I don't care who she interviewed. I even watched the Birdman interview with some weird boat. You watching because it was Angie Martinez. Like, again, like kick knowledge, old school. Back in the day when she released that record, I thought she was Jennifer Lopez. We'll get into that another time. Because I couldn't quite make it. Still today, I've never seen them both in the same place. But we'll get to that another time.
Hey, man. They probably are the same person. They probably relate somehow.
So it was so I was like, Angie Martinez, let me click that. So I clicked that, and it was woo. I was like, oh, this guy? So I was about to turn the whole laptop on.
Whole thing off.
And, you know, I'm like, I'm
change your perspective then.
I'm like, yo, I'm about to turn it off. I don't listen to his music, so there's no one want to listen to him talk. Like, do you know what I mean? Because that's backwards. If I want to listen to music, I'm going to listen to you talk for like an hour or whatever.
Crazy.
So Angie comes in talking whatever. I'm about to exit the program, turn it all off. Mm-hmm. And he comes in like really cool, like really just,
Laid
like
back.
fun, like just fun. And it was just like, you a gangster rapper or what?
Gangster rapper is not what they used to be.
So he came on, he was like really fun or whatever. So I was like, alright, it's an interview. Let me give this guy 10 minutes.
Right. You watched the whole thing.
Give him 10 minutes. So in like the first 10 minutes, it was just like love and life and happiness and joy and I'm so happy with my success and confidence. It was just like...
It sounded like a good interview.
It was me. Shit.
I'm glad he admitted it.
It was me. So I'm sitting there like, this guy really me.
Yeah.
Like he got the braids instead of the dreads. He got the crazy confidence. He got his own words. He got his own style, his own ad-libs.
It sound like P. This
like,
is what P does. So now when P went, when you meet
really
a similar someone, you're just like, I don't like him. I don't like his
Yo.
braids, even though they done well. I don't like his shoes, even though he's popping.
So I watched the whole interview because he was just such a cool, fun-loving guy. He had his brother with him.
That's it.
Family. He was saying how much that he loved Dior. Where I was like, the fuck, Dior? This guy trying to wear like blouses and shit. You know what I mean? But it was just able to see that perspective and that. So then after that, I was like, let me listen to the records. Yeah. Because I was like, okay, I'm gonna give Wu a chance. Like I like this guy. Because I watched an interview and I like this guy. Like I like this guy as a person.
Right.
I like his person.
So now his
like it
music's
really
gonna
came.
be
You know, a lot of rappers like you got a new mixtape coming. Yeah, we got that shit coming out. Shit. Like no, he was like, yeah, we got that tape. Like he could talk. Like he was really articulate.
He sounded like he liked what he was doing.
It was great. It was like it was his interview. He was interviewing Angie. Like he was bouncing like sarcastic. Like it was like, wow, I like this guy. I like this. So I really liked him. So let me check out the music. So I went to check out the music, yeah, and it was trash.
This dude built up the whole.
Cause I was just like, what? Is that?
Welcome to the party, ain't that?
There was one song, yeah.
Welcome to the
There
party.
was one song. Like someone should have given me a list of what to listen to first, cause I just listened to random stuff. So the one song he was like, niggas say they outside, niggas say they outside, niggas say they outside.
That sounds like Post
So I'm sitting there like, niggas saying they outside.
I don't know. Look, man.
Niggas say they outside. So I'm there like,
I just want to put this disclaimer. Drill over here and drill in America is two completely different.
But listen, it's gonna be a positive ending. Listen, it's gonna be a positive ending.
So he says.
So I'm like,
he says.
Track 1, track 2, track 3. I'm all over YouTube. I'm like, yo, this is garbage. He ain't got no metaphors. There ain't no story. 1 minute he talking about the belt. Next, niggas is outside. He's still up in the door.
Right.
They're still outside. But welcome to the party. All of a sudden, all of a sudden he's a stripper. He
I don't know.
I'm whatever.
not with that at all.
So I'm just like, what's going on really? But you're forgetting, I had watched the interview first before I've heard any of these songs. Because I wasn't giving the songs a chance before. I've never heard it. So remember, I've already liked him.
So now you've gone from.
So to me, the music is like trash, whatever. But I watched the interview first. So I like dude. And when you like someone, you want them to succeed. You want them to win.
Don't give us Tyra Banks.
Hold on.
Don't give us the what's rooting for you.
No.
Don't do.
No. So cause you like them. So instead of me just listening to a couple of tracks, seeing the dances, and I'll be like, oh, I'm out of here. This is track. I never want to hear that again.
Right.
Now I was like, oh, let me listen to that again. Or let me listen to something else. Let me listen to more. Because what happens when you like someone, you give them more opportunity, you give them more time. You have more ear for them. So that continued listening.
I prefer his freestyles. I'm gonna just say that now. His freestyles and stuff like that.
I listened to a couple of them. I listened to one in the UK, I think with Charlie Sloth.
Yeah.
Again, I like that.
That's
so it's
what
like,
I'm saying.
because I allowed myself to like him first, I listened to way more music. I probably listened to more music than a Pop Smoke fan. Wow. So I listened to way more music.
Oh, so you went deep in
I checked out the visuals. Because now it's like, I couldn't just leave. When you like someone and he's like, oh, they try, you can't just leave. I'm like, no.
You still trying to give him the benefit of that.
So I ended up seeing, like, stuff I liked. I ended up like watching the videos of even songs that I may not have liked, but just looking at like the videography and his ideas, is like, ooh, he's like over New York, and then he's gone into the car, and it's like the whole video he's just in the car, like this is dope, like he's just young and sexy and free and
visionary. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm looking at it and I'm really listening to the music for what it is, not necessarily whether it's my taste or not. You know what I'm saying?
That's the new wave now, by the way.
So now I started to listening to music where it is, the flows, how he comes in and how, and it was just like, oh, he's unorthodox.
Yeah.
So some people ain't gonna like you, some people ain't gonna like him. But if you actually listen to it and you just listen to the body of work and all of it, I like it. Like it's consistent, it's hard hitting, you know. Like the Andes brought me DMX, like I mean, it really brought me back.
Wow.
Like the voice,
DMX,
the way he uses the voice, like so I was like, yo, I like these songs. Like again, so you don't like everything, but
you found something that you like.
I like these songs. I like the freestyle with Charlie Sloth.
Yeah, Charlie Sloth.
You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, like, you know, I messed with the work. And that would never happen if I just listened to the music without watching the interview first.
Well. That's what interviews do. That's what promo, isn't it?
So imagine this, I'm just new here now, and I like him. Then he dies.
I know.
So it's like, I just found him yesterday. Then he dies. It was like...
That's mad.
What? My
all
homie...
the girls know him, like...
Yo, my homie had tickets for him coming to the UK. It was like... The hell?
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? And it was like... That's why I was like, he's just getting started. Because even me, as a skeptic or whatever, I came in there and he had just won me over. So can you imagine the industry, the other millions of people that haven't heard? Or
50 said he's going to finish the album that he was working on. So apparently he's going to executive produce it and put it out at some point.
50 is usually true to his word.
So
like he plays his games,
that's going to happen.
He's true to his word.
So, you know.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that was crazy. So it was like, it was all this hype, it was all this big. I couldn't escape the guy, he was everywhere. Then he died and he was nowhere. It was like, it just went quiet.
Yeah.
And that was really shocking for me, where I was like, wait, I thought he had all these fans. Do you know what I mean? And there was no like big police thing.
And then what's his face come out and just take over the internet. I don't even want to say his name. Skittles Head is what we calling him.
You don't like him?
No. He says nigga way too much, and he's a Mexican. He wears rainbow lace fronts. Yeah, he's got big 6'9". Yeah, you ain't seen the. Okay, we gonna get to it.
I seen the hair, but you said lace fronts.
Lace fronts, rainbow lace fronts. He's got a giant 6'9" tattooed on his forehead.
That's his name. You want to tattoo someone else's name?
He named himself after a sex position. Get out.
It might be like demonic, like devil, like 6'9".
There's no escaping that.
No.
He snitched on the crew he was with, right?
In his defense, I'm not saying I agree with this. These are his words. I saw the interview. In his defense, he said they were out to get me. So it was me or them. That ain't street code
at all.
I'm not in the streets, but when I talk to the street code guys, that's not street code. But also, what they were doing, it's not street code, because a lot of these street guys, they are out to get you. And he's just like, it's me or them. Well, I'm not agreeing with it.
I'm gonna put it to him like this.
It's what he said.
We're not gonna allow him to.
That's how he defended himself.
No, I'm not letting him play victim after he affiliated with himself.
But they were
it was
after me.
Big gang bloods and everything in every music video.
When it come into the
oh my days. With the stiffy. With the stiffy. Where was the stiffy 6'9"? Where was it, bro?
I remember when Casanova nearly put hands on him.
This one said this. So
that would have been a problem for me, because I like Casanova and I need him to be free. Because I like this music, right? I work up to his music.
And this is an actual blood like time.
And he nearly lost his freedom for that kid,
right?
That would have been an issue.
So
for me.
with the weave lace front rainbow stuff going on, you got the stupid tattoos. He really went and got shark teeth, rainbow colored teeth put in there. He says nigga even though he a Mexican, and he's not an Afro-Latino, he's a Spanish white
his name
Mexican. Daniel Hernandez.
Yeah, that's his name.
Right?
It's gonna be a sick movie one day, no?
No, it ain't.
I wonder how it ends.
I ain't gonna watch it.
I wonder how it ends.
And then he comes out, and one of the stipulations was you're not supposed to troll, you're not supposed to be on the internet, you're supposed to be low key and witness protection.
I knew the first thing he was gonna do was gonna troll.
And what'd he do?
He trolled Snoop Dogg.
What'd he do?
I knew the first thing he did. That's like letting a fiend out and be like, don't get no crack.
Bruh. And then
they'll find crack.
Bruh. He breaks the streaming services. Tory Lane been going hard for 2 weeks straight.
So what? You mad because he's successful?
No, I'm mad because he's the wrong type of successful. He can never be actually successful ever again. He was putting hits on people's head. He was doing stupid
to
stuff.
the hiccup on his head.
Bruh. Like, so then that 6ix9ine rubbish happens. And then he ruined Locked Up for me.
Let me.
He ruined Locked Up for me,
We're both
bro.
artists, yeah? Mm-hmm. So, like you just say he broke the streaming record. So
No, what? Not the stream record, the Instagram record, and then the YouTube.
He's doing his thing.
his.
We're both artists, yeah.
Go on.
So, and everything touches to gold.
I know what you're about to say. Go on.
If like say he, I don't know who watches this podcast. Like,
go on.
We trying to do big time, baby.
What you about to say.
Like, share, subscribe. We trying to do big time. Comment.
We back.
So if 6ix9ine gets wind of this and he hit you up for a verse,
no.
What?
No.
You gonna be the guy to turn down the verse?
I'm 100%
Nicki didn't turn down the verse. You like Nicki, right? Nicki didn't turn down the verse.
Don't do that to Nicki.
She didn't turn down the verse.
Don't do that to Nicki,
She in the video.
Don't do that.
You like Nicki, right? She didn't turn down the verse.
I'm not Nicki Minaj, bro.
Nicki got a new Lambo.
Yeah.
2020 Lambo. from her verse.
The answer is still no.
You know what studio time you could get?
Categorically no.
Payday?
No.
You wouldn't like take that and then use what you get from that to do better music?
I wouldn't, because now I'm forever
fight a good fight.
I'm forever tied to Tekashi 69.
People can change.
What?
Did doubts?
Bro.
Do you know what kind of girls Malcolm used to date before he found a queen?
Bro. So yeah, so he went and did. You see, you gonna be on one today. So he went and did that.
I'm not saying I'll do a verse for 6ix9ine.
I don't know what you saying. I know the answer.
I don't know. I'll do a verse for 6ix9ine.
I know the answer.
But all I'm saying is, 6ix9ine, hit me up. Let's find out.
No.
Hit me up. Let's find out.
Hit him up.
I don't know. I'm not saying it's a yes or no, because I might want to be that guy that wants to get famous from turning on 6ix9ine. You never know.
I'm gonna be that categorically.
Hit me up. Let's find out.
Sorry. Because now the blood's gonna be in my behind and whatnot. My life
They can't. They got passports. They in America. They got passports. Corona. You can't travel.
I keep forgetting. See, this is what I'm seeing. See, this is what happens when we start talking about
There's no consequences if you do a trip.
The answer is no.
6ix9ine.
No, there is. There's internet. You get your image get trashed. Your music gets trashed.
Nicki selling records.
She's selling records because she Nicki. Not because she linked up with him.
Azealia Banks, when they don't have to do that.
But because like
6ix9ine. Azealia Banks.
And she went in on her because of what's the
racism thing.
Doja. What's her name? Ninja Cat. What's her name?
Fat booty.
Doja.
I don't even call her by her name. She got fat ass.
Dijon Cat.
I'm surprised that she blew up the way she did all of a sudden. Because I've been listening to her for a minute from like Tia Tamera.
I know her from the internet.
Yeah,
I don't even know her from...
Because the reason I started listening to her is because I would see millions of views. And I'm like, what the hell? Then I watched the video, I'm like, oh, that's why. Now don't get me wrong, like, she could rap, she could do her thing, but...
She can't rap.
She look in the videos.
She can't rap. She got a nice body. That's why.
The beats be banging, so...
Exactly. The beats be banging. The body banging. And when she open her mouth to rap, it's trash.
Before we even get to the BunDat section, so far he's BunDat 6ix9ine.
Yep.
He's BunDat Doja Cat.
Yes. They gotta go.
But he's
saying
Nicki though. I'm saying
Nicki could rap.
Yeah.
Nicki could rap.
Have you seen that freestyle of Nicki back in the day?
This is what I'm saying.
BT
Nicki.
The freestyle I need to show you. She goes flat back, cat back, total vote that. I swear to God, I'll show it to you after this. They go on the spot, I think she's in Germany or whatever, and they're like, freestyle for us.
Oh no.
And she did like some eeny, meeny, miny, mo type shit.
So, and it's still better than 6ix9ine Doja Cat.
I like that saying.
Yeah.
Nah, that was Dexter. That saying.
We're not touching the bomb.
Completely BunDat 6ix9ine.
Both of them. 6ix9ine and Doja Cat, you out of there. See you later. You ruined Akon's Locked Up.
Doja Cat got fat ass.
BunDat.
But she's twerking live on stage.
BunDat. Give me.
But she kind of look like Tia Tamera. We back.
Okay, so crazy. Yeah. So we gonna get to the BunDat section anyway, but we didn't have to do an earlier one. Y'all gonna see it when when my boy do the So there's that. And then what happened? And then this calamity happened and we were stuck we did a prison sentence for 6 weeks. And then somebody dies on camera again. And now everybody...
You not watched the tape? George Floyd. I watched it.
I don't want you to watch it because you'll break something.
I watched it because
You break something.
there's a lot of stuff. I stopped watching stuff because I know what happened. Everyone's talking about it. So I know what happens. So I don't watch it because number one, that's trauma. That's traumatizing. Because I know, like, for me, we constantly keep watching these things. So it's like there's a lot of trauma within ourselves seeing it because people that look like us.
Yeah.
And second of all, we constantly keep seeing it. I feel like the agenda, it desensitizes
I don't think
everyone.
I'll never get desensitized.
Yeah, I think it desensitizes everyone to seeing a black life lost. That's what I think. It becomes another one. It's like a school shooting in America. Every time you hear a school shooting, now what do you say? Oh, another one. And I think that's what the agenda is with making you watch the black person lose their life, seeing their last minutes.
The video was horrible because, like, I know you ain't seen it, but if you do watch it,
which will never happen.
Okay, so I'm gonna just tell you, he literally
he kneels on it. He kneels on his neck.
Like he just stays on his neck, bro.
I mean,
like he just stays
to
on.
kneel on someone like your neck's like someone your softest tissue.
So imagine like
to kneel on someone's neck.
The way the body is constructed.
But I can't think of any scenario where I would kneel on someone's neck.
But that's my. He's a police. So my thing is, who's training these people? By the way, what are they doing in the academies? What are they being taught? Because
you know what's crazy?
Can't take such a hold like that. They did it with Eric Gardner as well.
Yeah,
they're using illegal holds.
But how do you even think? Because what's crazy before the Eric Gardner situation and this situation with George Floyd. I don't know about you, so tell me what you think.
Go ahead.
I grew up in the hood. I grew up in war-torn Africa. I've been in plenty of scraps, plenty of fights. I've been in so many violent. I've been in way more altercations than the average guy. If you're from the hood, it's just different. You're always surviving. And it's just, and I've been like, some of my friends box, some of my friends do MMA. Like, there's a lot of violence in my life. Like, you know what I mean? And I've never been around those chokeholds or kneeling on someone's. It's just never. I've seen like the most angry, most violent altercation, and no one's thought, let's put him in that or let's kneel on. Like, how do you even figure that? Because I've never seen it before. Until those two cases, I've never seen those things before. Not even in a film, like the most unrealistic martial arts. Never seen.
Because do you know why? Because they're illegal holds, bro. That's why.
It's never been crossed my mind to like.
That's why.
Oh yeah, put him down and kneel on his neck.
Like, my thing is like, even in wrestling.
Yeah, like I've never seen someone kneel on someone's neck.
Even in wrestling, bro, submissions and stuff like that, like
you can imagine, because I've not seen the tape. I'm having to illustrate in my mind.
I don't want you to see it because
someone kneeling on someone's neck.
He literally stays on this guy's neck for nearly 10 minutes. And by 3 minutes, the guy is calling out for his mom, calling out for his daughter, saying he can't breathe, he's squirming, and then there's a point where he just stops.
There's so much that's come out of this, where it's like we found out they knew each other.
That's mad.
They didn't get along, so it's all the premeditation.
That's mad. So that means
they work together.
Now when you put that in the puzzle, you can understand the police officer's body language. He was enjoying it, bro. His face, like there was no. Okay, nah, maybe I should get up now.
Oh my god, they're filming over there.
Like
no, he was like
it was posing. He was yeah.
Because that's what I'm hearing. Yeah. He was saying he was like,
and when one guy was adamant, get off of his neck. All he did was just.
I never understand that though, because it's like, in this situation, there's always a lot of people, but it's like there's like a godlike fear.
Well, I feel like the rules is different in America.
No, America has a hold on people. Could you imagine trying to kneel on someone's neck in
out here
Congo or something?
Oh no.
As an officer, even as a soldier.
Oh no.
Could you imagine trying to kneel on someone's neck in Peckham, like as an officer? So I don't know. We don't have guns.
It's not gonna happen.
That's always been like my criticism, where it's like they have the right to bear arms and stuff, and then you see this stuff, and there's always like a lot of people around.
I feel like it's gonna
and they film and then they say stuff, they say stop or whatever. But you know that critical timing when you can see the person is fading, dying, or whatever.
Right.
There is no, you know what? The time for like he needs to get pushed or something. There is never any. I've never seen one.
They can't. If there was because if there was to put their hands and this, I'm not saying that,
but it's gonna happen anyway. So for example, I'm talking about situation, not necessarily his. I'm talking about situation even when when you see video of they're gonna get set up anyway. They're gonna get shot themselves. Like whatever the fear is gonna happen, it's gonna happen to them anyway.
Right.
And they still
let it happen.
Yeah, they still don't. They still just film.
I'm gonna be real because
that.
it's been about 2 weeks now, I think. Right, so I don't want to so don't crucify me because I'm not sure the exact date. This thing has been so exhausting, and people are still talking about it as they should. And I feel like this was the last straw for people to watch something like that to happen. I say that to say, there's so many things that people are scared of, and when it happens right in front of you, a lot of people can say like what we're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, why don't you push him off, or why don't you whatever? But you see, when you're in that moment, it's like it's different. You're stuck at that moment.
But all of you are stuck.
I don't know.
Like some kind of crowd.
I'm not sticking up for something like that. And I know that if it was somebody that I knew, I know how I would react. But I'm saying like,
because that always shocks me when it's like I know because it's America.
Yeah,
I know a good percentage of the people that are armed.
Yeah,
can defend themselves.
Yeah,
can stand up for what's right. The reason I'm saying this is because of growing up in the hood of stuff. There's countless times I've been in Peckham or Croydon or even
areas.
Bro Farm or wherever, where police have been moving mad.
Yeah,
and
it's still happening.
The community has physically restrained them.
Yeah,
but they're not. But they don't have guns or the right to bear arms, and they've just not allowed it. Like they've just not allowed it. The police have had to go, come back, whatever, and in that time they've saved their life.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, so when I see America, where it's like, oh, quite a few of this crowd. So if anyone from America is watching this, like, what is it? Let me know. What is it? Because I keep seeing a lot of bystanding, a lot of verbal. Once someone's not responding to your verbal altercations, someone's dying or whatever, and you're just and there's loads of them. I see it sometimes when women are being attacked, and there's a lot of men standing around,
and somehow,
and it's like I don't see that. Again, if you want to bring up links or whatever and show me, I'd love to see it because I don't see that in other places. In other places where they're less equipped to defend themselves against authorities, I don't see them standing and filming and just doing nothing. Once a few verbal cues go, they protect that person.
Well, it's a natural instinct, man. Like I say that to say, I was saying all of that to say, like, it still don't make sense to me. That's what I was building up to. Like, it's been ages.
Because there's a bunch of other cops,
right? Yeah,
there's a bunch of cars on the road.
When you see the other
shops open,
there's
people around.
Like it's more stuff. And then what he got arrested for? They said allegedly a fake $20 bill, which wasn't fake. And if it was fake, there would have been info out. The shopkeeper would have said something. We would have known.
I think that I've heard the shopkeepers come out saying it's not fake. But
so if it was
fake and he lost, like, gonna kill someone, is that what the police are
there for?
Like.
Not an inquiry, not an investigation, not a meeting or you just straight up drag him out and he was not resisting arrest and you kneel him on the ground, you cuff him, you have two other people holding other parts of his body. Where was he going? So that's why I say it don't make sense. You literally had no reason to put that amount of pressure on his neck.
Look at the other officers, because their defense has come out saying they were new on the job and they were repeatedly telling him to stop. People are saying they didn't see that in the tape or whatever.
It wasn't in the tape.
Their defense is coming out saying they were new on the job, so he was their superior.
That's his senior.
Okay.
Right.
And they were telling him to stop. So even with that, I'm just saying, okay. And then at the point where he's now refused and the man is dying, you're a cop.
You still ain't done.
You're trained. Again, so the cop is trained to stop if they see you doing this. Right. That doesn't change if the person doing it has a badge.
Apparently
there's no police manual.
Apparently it's different for police officers. Apparently it's different.
You're there to serve and protect.
That's my thing.
So who was the other cops there serving and protecting? Because there was a person that just needed protection there.
Right.
So if I'm to believe what they're saying, they felt what he was doing was wrong and they were telling him to stop, and your superior has now refused and someone is dying. In your cop training it says you're supposed to arrest your superior, right? Yeah. So I don't even understand how you're gonna put it out as a defense. Like,
well, there's no defense right now. There's no defense around it. All four of them were guilty. Okay, you all aided in the death of George Floyd because that's exactly what it was. And for you to try and defend it, is horrendous. That's why all 4 of you are sitting in jail, and the person that actually committed murder has been sentenced to a 3rd-degree murder. Okay, because if you got, it went from 3rd degree to 2nd degree. If it goes to 1st degree, then they need evidence of intent. 3rd and 2nd degree. 2nd degree is exactly
when I first heard 3rd degree, I was like, here we go again.
Right.
Because 3rd degree leads to, I'll
fear for my life.
At any point, then it's,
yeah.
So I was like, here we go. So I was actually shocked when it got moved to 2nd degree. I'll tell you one thing though. Mm-hmm. There was one person in all of this, I should have written his name down, that shocked me. There was a mayor, an American mayor, a Caucasian American mayor, that had it through the roof with this nonsense, and he was calling it out. He was calling it for what it was.
Really? You gotta show me that.
And I was just caught off guard.
You gotta show me that. Because I've seen the other way. I see a
lot of them. I see a lot of them.
The New York.
That's why this one's
treating us like thugs.
Oh, let's get into that.
We deserve some respect.
Let's get into that. He was basically saying police lives matter. We're trying to start a movement right there, right?
Without the mask, by the way.
He was saying we're innocent before presumed guilty and all that kind of. Just because we dress like this doesn't mean we. He was saying all the points that I said.
He had the audacity to say there's no stain on my badge, it's still shining. The New York Police Department, the New York City Police, the head of that department, without a mask, in the street, shouting.
You know, at one point I thought he was going to cry though. Because
he looked stupid, of course. Because if that's your head, the person
I saw that and it was like... No one's beating them. Like, he was talking about people writing mean things about them.
That's my thing.
All that energy and all those tears and all that was about the media writing mean things. People not liking you.
Yeah, like he couldn't take 2 weeks.
No, I'm saying, but nothing at that. Like officers weren't nailed on their neck or nothing. Like,
do you know why? Because they're not used to being the victim. They're used to.
But how are you a victim if people are just writing mean things about you?
It's the privilege. It's what we're talking about, right? Because
the speech didn't match
the energy.
The energy of. When I was like, I watched the speech thinking, something's happened.
Right. Something happened.
Man, that's deep.
The media, stop treating us like thugs.
Yeah.
Welcome, bro. And you got the tip of the
iceberg. Someone who's treated like a thug is someone who's arrested,
but this is my point.
Followed around, chased, beaten, locked up.
This is my point. Because I'm with you, but what I'm saying is, any sort of animosity towards them, they can't take it. Try 2.5 millenniums, bro, of actual animosity, of being castrated, of bunk breaking, of being beaten to death in front of the people that love you, okay, being shot in the street, having your name and your number and all of that, been put on t-shirts and stuff. You the police. You can't take somebody talking bad about you. Really?
Yeah, that was confusing because he was like so passionate. It was like someone had died or something.
Bro, he was moving around. It looked like a play.
And the rest of them was standing there too, like, yeah, man, we don't like it.
Come on, bro. So we gonna put that in the BunDat. We putting that in the BunDat section.
You know what's crazy? At first, I thought it would be a display, but he genuinely felt that way.
Nah,
that's the scary part.
I didn't buy it.
He genuinely doesn't want to live in a world where police people say not nice things about when he doesn't do what he's supposed to do, or his officers
a circus. Absolute circus. Like, in the middle of what's going on.
He's in charge. Do you realize that guy's in charge?
In the middle.
Do you know how scary that is? That guy's in charge.
That's not scary.
And he doesn't like you not saying nice things about him.
That's not scary. Donald Trump the president. And Boris Johnson the president. I don't believe anything anymore. I don't believe nothing no more. If the two biggest twats are presidents of the countries that matter, like that are the biggest in the West, I don't believe none of them.
They're coming for you though.
Let them come for me.
You're gonna be the new Stormzy.
Come for me.
They're gonna come for you the way they do.
Good.
Like
good.
You can say that Trump stuff, but you said
I'm saying Boris. We shouldn't have no slave masters immortalized. Okay.
Or the statue.
There should be no statues of our oppressors immortalized anywhere in the country. So the fact that they pulled down 2, good. So if you're gonna come for me, come for me.
You know what's crazy?
Good.
The statue thing.
I
don't know much about statues.
Let's get into it.
I don't know much about statues.
Go on.
So I've never tried to push a statue over because in my mind you can't do that.
Right.
So what they did, you're not going to attempt that unless you know something.
Go on.
They must have been really organized. Because what they did and succeeded in doing means they knew you could topple a statue.
Yes. Yeah.
Because we would have been pulled down statues if we knew that.
Bro, it says where 2 or 3 or more gathered together, bro.
So, because even if the angle they put, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it as like, wait, what are they doing? Do you have much strength? That's all, because in my mind it's like, that's all metal.
Brighton, I think?
Bristol.
And then they had
because when they're pulling, I'm like, come on, do you know how much? Because the reason...
They had one in East London as well that got pulled down yesterday.
When I saw it, I was like, oh, you could do that?
Yeah.
Do you know how many people would have probably have done that if you knew you could do that?
Hey, look.
And that's what I believe is why they're taking stuff down. Because they realize people now know they can do that. So they'll rather be like, oh, we took it down than incur just the view of it being...
Because I feel like it's a more powerful image to see the people ripping down those statues.
And they don't want that. They want to be like, no, we took it down.
Yeah.
And they don't want to take it down. They want to take it out and put it somewhere else.
No.
Because they're not getting rid of this stuff. They're not getting rid of it. They want to put it in museums.
No. Get rid of you've already put enough.
I know some people say stuff like, because I saw it even on Twitter. Shout out to Twitter. I get a lot of my comedy from there.
But
some people on Twitter say, well, you know, some people who are for the movement saying allies. Is that what they called allies? No, it's a real question. That would
I don't know. I think it's allies.
Yeah. So they'll say stuff, put it in the museum, don't put it there. That way people who choose to look at it can look at it.
They don't like, choose.
Hold on. Do you know who doesn't choose to go to a museum though? Kids.
Yeah.
Do you know who gets forced to look at? If you put something like, do you know black kids?
They got
those are our only field trips.
Yeah. That's now that I'm thinking about it.
So like you put it in the museum,
the science museum, the history museum.
Guess who gets forced to go do that?
And
now if it's in a museum, it probably gonna enter back into the curriculum.
Nah.
So I don't know about that one. It's like,
so that's why I'm saying
sometimes something seems like a good idea or whatever, but what's their bigger plan?
All I know is the one in East India Quays that got pulled down in East London. The one in Bristol got pulled down. I think there's one in I think Sheffield or something. They defamed it or whatnot. These statues gotta go. There's petitions out there. People are signing them. These statues gotta go. They are statues of the oppressors and of a time where it was like illegal.
Heritage, cultural.
Well, that's what, and this is why I want to answer about.
People say stuff like that,
right? It's a racist heritage. It's a heritage of oppression. It's a heritage.
So if you're saying you're proud of that heritage,
yeah,
what are you proud of?
Think about that, bruh. Think. It was illegal to be black at some point in this country, even though we built the economy up. So could you imagine somebody immortalizing the same people that oppressed you?
Look how much.
Good.
Let me throw something crazy out there.
Because you don't want to get me started on this, boy. Good.
So in the eyes of Al-Qaeda, look how much September 11 changed the world. As far as for their mission in their eyes going forward with running. Okay. So you wipe them out. The world's a peaceful place because apparently every government says what terrorism, the world would be amazing.
Even though they're the biggest terrorists.
So you wipe them out, yeah? But then every Arab state puts up a statue of the bombers as a heritage, as history, as, you know, a remembrance, right? If the world often take them down, they say, no, this is a remembrance and all that kind of stuff, isn't it? Yes, they did heinous things, but look how it changed the world. Look how it changed the economy. Look how it brought us together. Look how it...
That's not the same.
No. The world will go back crazy, right?
Yeah, it would.
And they will call these people themselves terrorists. And all, but would it not be hypocritical?
It would be. And that's the point.
That's
the point.
So how crazy is
people are,
it's heritage, I'm proud of it, or what?
People are so twisted.
It benefit their economy, all this other stuff they like to put out.
There's no justification for immortalizing slave drivers and slave
But it's not even that. Why a lot of these people, let me go back to Twitter or like the Daily Mail comments, like a lot of these people have fake profiles, like
the trolls. You talking about the trolls?
Yeah, so it's like, my thing is, I don't understand this, yeah. So again, educate me. If you're a troll, feel free to educate me. You've already got a fake picture, fake name. So why can't you just be like, I'm racist, I want a statue? Why you gotta pretend? Because no one knows who you are. If your account gets deleted, which they do, you just make another one.
Why you do that?
No. You're already anonymous, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how weak-minded you have to be
You got to hide behind
hidden?
yeah.
You're already hidden, but you're still scared to be like, listen, I want a statue because I'm racist.
Right.
What?
No, but they're not gonna call it racism. They're gonna call it country's pride.
No, but I'm saying know what it is. What's stopping? I don't understand why they can't just be like,
because they're trolls.
no, but I'm saying if you do that, would troll even more. You succeed in what you should do. Because you're already at the troll. No, I'm saying as a troll, how weak are you that you're already hiding behind all these layers?
Yeah.
But you're still scared to just say how you feel. Have you noticed?
That's the thing, though.
Do you know how weak you have to be fully anonymous, but you're terrified to say how you feel? They try and create fake statistics and stuff when they could actually put a real fake statistic if they wanted to and be, I don't care about the statistics, I still hate you. They could do that. Like, what's stopping you?
I don't know. I think.
Are you that terrified?
I think it's the power of the internet, bro. That's just.
But do you see where I'm coming from?
Of course,
I'll read this comment sometimes and I'll be like, it's racist.
I'm saying I don't understand their motive, and I know that's exactly what you're saying. I can't understand for the life of me how you can just be blatantly open with what it is that you want, which is why I'm saying the fact that Donald Trump and Boris Johnson are running the country and making decisions on things that affect people that aren't in their tax bracket is a complete joke. Okay? They both ain't got hair. Yeah? They both don't know what they're talking about.
I'm pulling my hair back as you said that, so people think I'm sending subliminals.
Like,
hey, I'm not sending no subs, bars.
It's an absolute ridiculous thing to do. Yeah? Ridiculous. So that's my point. Those are the type of people, and the people that support those people are the same people trolling. It's all one big circus. When we are out there talking about serious issues.
But imagine your life though. Imagine like you're hiding behind a fake profile. You've come out and said something pseudo-racist. Because they never fully racist.
Yeah, they want to do the undercover.
And you're getting all have you seen their mention? You're getting all this hate, all this kind of stuff, yeah? Now think about it. Wouldn't it feel so much better if you got all that hate and stuff and you just got off your chest what you really feel and you just said some fully racist
they want to have 3 burner accounts.
Yeah, because you're going to all that problem, getting all that hate, yeah?
Right.
And you still haven't got off your chest how you truly feel.
Because
isn't that like just you don't benefit from that then?
No, you don't. It's done. I'm trying to make sense of it and I can't make sense of it. I can't. Because
you're going to sleep at night and all these people have said all these hateful things to you. And you didn't even really say how you truly feel.
So instead of you pissing people off, you go to bed pissed off because you couldn't get off your chest how you really feel about people.
And after all of that?
Mad.
Your dick's still small.
I'm done. We out of here.
So let's wrap it up.
All
So
right, good.
A lot of people saying 2020 is a write-off, yeah? But depends on your perspective. For me, 2020, it started off as I nearly got written off. For those of you who don't know, I started 2020 off with severe pneumonia to the right lung in hospital on my deathbed and all that. Crazy.
And my boy is still here.
Crazy.
Bro.
And I'm stronger than ever. A lot of my friends around me are like, you're probably like the first case of corona. I don't know, because they were still to this day asking me, how did I get that level of pneumonia? Like, so who knows? But since then, I've just been rising and rising and rising and rising. So to me personally, it's not right off. But my personal view is not the world. So how's 2020 for you?
2020 has been an eye-opener for me. To be honest, I was still figuring out what I wanted to do in terms of life decisions, what I was going to take, my career and stuff like that. And I wasn't really sure how to use my talent. Like one thing I feel like people know me for is my voice and the way I put words together and things of that nature.
Bruv.
And
see this guy live battling?
He said it on me, I'm not, and then like this crazy thing happens where we can't even see this virus and it forces everybody to stay indoors. So what have I been doing? Writing? What have I been doing? Focusing on my YouTube? What have I been doing? Everything that I did not have time for when I was working, right?
Using your time wisely.
Now I've been using my time to brush up on my pen, to force myself to memorize these poems and things like that. That's coming, by the way. Think about how I want to use my voice in other areas, not just in rap, but things like this podcast that my boy has asked me to be a part of and to use
Yo.
my voice to kind of spread the right type of message, which is your voice matters, your life matters. Do not take your life, because there's no point reading a book and stopping halfway. You'll never know how the story ends if you just decide to put the book down and stuff like that. One serious thing I do want to say is male suicide is something that is not spoken upon. It's not talked about. Those kind of cases don't get brought up enough, and every time they do, it's in terms of mocking such people. So, if I had to summarize 2020 in one word, it would be clear vision. Whatever it is that you choose to do, especially at these times now, you have the time to do these things. So whether it be rap, whether it be podcasting, YouTubing, getting healthy, whatever it is, do it. Start from somewhere, you know? So that's what I've been using my 2024. Understanding that I'm a lot more than just my regular day-to-day job. That I have a lot more to offer in terms of the impact of my voice. That I don't have to bark on somebody for 3 rounds to make an impact. There's other ways that I can impact people. Live your life, understand that you are always going to be more, and say your truth and speak your opinion, like me and the king over here is doing. So, I think that's the way we're going to end it.
Yeah,
That's been
beautiful.
That's been the...
You know what I gave me?
What?
Black Boy Joy.
Hey!
Wow.
Yeah! That was beautiful.